What's up, guys? It's Sam here, and I was just doing some research for a video on the total return on real estate, and through my research, I came across something interesting for 2019. So stay tuned for that. Before I do that, make sure you press that red button that says subscribe and that little bell notification so YouTube can notify you every time I post a video, which is awesome. Now, with that being said, I live in Massachusetts currently. Massachusetts has a state income tax of 5.1%. So, through my research for this video that hopefully will be out tomorrow on the total return for real estate investing, I was looking into the state income tax, right? And it was 5.1, and it got lowered to 5.05 for 2019 going forward. And I wanted to kind of break this down by the numbers. So it was 5.1 and it got lowered to 5.05, and then I'm going to read you some excerpts, say that fucking fast, from the governor of Massachusetts, the lieutenant governor, as well as the administration and finance secretary. And you can let me know what you think. I don't think I even need to give a tremendous amount of opinion once you hear what they have to say. Okay. So, if you look at, say, $100,000 income, and we're going to compare the two of these, right? So, $100,000 taxed at 5.1% at the state level, we're just ignoring everything else for the moment, is $5,100 a year, right? So that's going to be the state income tax that you're going to have to pay if you're making $100,000. If and I did not check. I don't know if there's a lower threshold. This is just to get the point across. If there is a lower threshold, this number is actually even lower. Okay, so it might be like the if you make $10,000, anything under $10,000 is not taxed, so you might only be taxed on $90,000. Anybody who's actually interested can Google that themselves. So that's $5,100. Now, with the lower tax rate, it is 5.05. So again, if you're making $100,000, you're going to pay $5,050 in taxes. So the delta on that is $50. The difference between 5,100 and 5,050 is $50, right? So that comes out to be about $4.17 a month. But the average household income in Massachusetts is not $100,000. The average household income in Massachusetts is around $77,000. So if you do the same math on the average household income, the benefit, meaning the amount that taxpayers are going to not have to pay this year and they're going to get to keep, is $39. And that is, the average income is $77,385. And then you just take the taxes at the old rate and taxes at the new rate, and you take the difference, right? So the taxes that you would have to pay at 5.1% versus the taxes you'd have to pay at 5.05, the new rate, and you take the delta between those, and that comes out to be $39, or about $3.22 per month, right? You're like, oh man, I can get another mocha latte from Starbucks, right? Now, I want to read you. So this came out earlier this year. I think it was either or very early this year, or meaning right around January 1st, or very end of last year. And this is from the Massachusetts mass.gov website news section. This is from the governor of the state, Charlie Baker. A strong economy. Okay. A strong economy and careful management of the Commonwealth's finances have created the conditions for Massachusetts taxpayers to get a much deserved break. We are pleased that next year we will see taxpayers be able to keep more of their hard earned money. That was from the governor. Next, we're going to hear from the lieutenant governor, Karen Politico. You can Google it. It's a lieutenant governor, Karen, with a Y. Next year, meaning 2019, the income tax rate will be the lowest it has been in decades, which will provide welcome relief to the workers across the Commonwealth. Massachusetts taxpayers deserve the boost that this rate reduction will deliver. And that was from the lieutenant governor. And now this is from the administration and finance secretary, Michael Heffernan. I was pleased to receive confirmation from the Department of Revenue that the revenue trigger had been met. If there was other taxes to a certain threshold, then it was a automated reduction in the tax rate from 0.1 to 0.05. This reflects steady revenue growth and a nice break for taxpayers. And that was from the Michael Heffernan. And I'm just going to repeat that last part. This reflects the steady revenue growth and a nice break for taxpayers. All three of these people, Charlie, Karen, and Michael, are acting as though these comments come across as though this is a tremendous accomplishment, or that it is something that's going to really be felt by the average taxpayer. When if you just take half a second and you actually run through the math for an average household, that's going to mean $3.25 a month. Like, that's nothing. And yes, every little bit counts, but the whole entire reason that this is getting dropped is because they're making more money somewhere else. So if you do a little bit of digging around, Massachusetts has the 12th highest sales tax rate in the country. They also have, according to CNBC, have the third highest cost of living in the country. Right? You've got property taxes, home values are very expensive. I believe I was reading somewhere the average home value in Massachusetts is like 60% more than the average home value across the nation. Like, I think the leadership, and there's no sarcasm with that at all, right? The leadership in government in a lot of different areas across the country is, I want to say, completely out of touch, and it doesn't seem to get what I'm not even sure. The way this reads, right, the taxpayers get a much deserved break by the governor, and they're going to be able to keep more of their hard-earned money. I mean, yeah, I guess that's technically accurate. $3 more a month is much deserved break. And it is hard-earned money, right? So you get to keep $3 more per month. And that's per household. So a lot of times that's split. So each individual person might see $1.50 more. You could get half a tank of gas, right? Or the lieutenant governor, Massachusetts taxpayers deserve the boost that this rate reduction will deliver. Let me just repeat that again. Lieutenant Governor, Massachusetts taxpayers deserve the boost, right? That fucking $3 a month. Oh man, they deserve that $3 like they deserve a fucking giant dildo up their ass. And that this rate reduction will deliver. Yes. Karen's all for that boost for the Massachusetts taxpayers. They deserve it. $3. Here you go, son. And then the comment from Michael Hefner that just illustrates that, and this is reading between the lines, but I've worked in government a couple times, and not that I have any type of expertise in Massachusetts or in government in general, but the reason that this kind of thing tends to happen, in my opinion, is because they're taxing something else. Because how the government seems to work is that there's just a perpetual, it's like inflation. It just constantly gets bigger and bigger, and doesn't really get a lot smaller. Anyways, I got rambling on. It is 1:15 in the morning. If you guys like this video, make sure you press that subscribe button. I'm actually curious to know what you guys think, if I did a good job of articulating how kind of like completely ridiculous these comments sound when you actually put them into context for the actual reduction in taxes, and versus like the actual dollar amounts that the average household's going to take and not have to pay this year. I think it's just a little bit out of touch for this. I don't know. I'm curious to know what you guys think. As always, reach out to me on Instagram if you have any questions. The link is in the description. Hope you guys fucking have an awesome day tomorrow. Peace out.